Shalom. First off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone GMS to rule well. Shalom to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, and to all you brothers that preach the truth and the gospel of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, to the four corners of the earth. May peace and mercy be bestowed upon you and all those that believe in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Halalium coming at you with another episode. And the title of this lesson, I know it's been a couple days removed from this, wicked holiday, but we're still gonna come out with a lesson. And this lesson is gonna be a response to the brother Ibar Yahweh, from the beautiful branch of GMS down in Tampa Bay, Florida. And as you can see right here, this news, it says Philadelphia police are searching for a masked man wearing a Michael Myers outfit after he cut someone's leg with an axe. So, on Halloween, on this holiday where people are out trick-or-treating, getting candy, going up to people's doorsteps, amongst those people, you have those real spirits created for vengeance among them that are out causing mass trouble. Because in all these wicked festivities, man, especially Halloween, things that are all about, witches and warlocks and demons, you best believe that those real spirits are out there. So I'm going to start this off with the book of, matter of fact, I let this video play, then I go to the scriptures. And Lord will this lessons edifying to all those who are listening and learning.
Why is no one talking about the Michael Myers copycat terrorizing Philadelphia? This is serious. Philadelphia, PA. Police are on a manhunt for a masked individual dressed as the infamous Michael Myers. This isn't just a Halloween prank gone wrong. The suspect brutally attacked a person with an axe, leaving them with a severe leg injury. Residents are urged to stay vigilant and report any sightings immediately. The police are working around the clock to catch this dangerous individual before he strikes again. Stay safe, Philadelphia. Updates will follow. Follow for...
Right, so during, this celebration, the Lord sent out a real spirit, created for vengeance to go out there and appease his wrath. And, terrorize people celebrating this idolatrous, celebration. But without further ado, of course, let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. And it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. Right, all throughout the earth, whether it be fire, animals or beasts, the Lord has spirits that are created for the sole purpose of carrying out wrath and vengeance upon the earth, man. So when you hear about somebody, getting stabbed up 60, 70 times, or somebody getting shot up, ran over, all these things happening, those are all spirits that are created for vengeance by Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai that have been created, Salaki, that have been created for the sole purpose of carrying out vengeance upon the earth. That's why we're always trying to be, one. We're trying to be on one accord with our power, Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, because we do not want to, face the wrath of the Lord, because the Lord is a terrible power. And the Lord can create anything. He can create the most terrifying thing. He can make your worst fears come out of thin air with the snap of his finger. In the twinkling of an eye, the Lord can make your worst fear come upon you. That's why the scriptures say in the book of Hebrews, I believe it's Hebrews, the 10th chapter, in the 30th verse. Yeah, Hebrews chapter 10 and 31, it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. So it is a very fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh. And when this judgment comes upon you, it may just take you out of this world, or even worse, it'll leave you severely paralyzed and fearful for the rest of your life, man. You can be walking one day, and the next day you can be breathing through some tubes, laying in a hospital bed with flesh wounds all over you. We don't know how terrible the Lord really is, man, but we see examples of his judgment play out on the earth every day. without further ado, I'm gonna go to this other YouTube video. And all this content is being used for fair use. This channel is called The Truth Is. Basically this channel goes over, events in the world that happen a lot. About the Esau's wickedness and his witchcraft. So Lord
apps that can get you in a plus in any class.
For the purpose of fair use. And Salakia for this commercial.
Just upload your assignment and it'll give you
territory demon.
October 31st is like the ultimate day. It starts, it's like Christians, Easter and Christmas all rolled in together. The celebration usually starts at dusk and goes on. The golden hour is 11 p.m. to midnight. It's when the most demonic forces are out and about and active.
Right, so during Halloween, there's a lot of wickedness and sacrifices that are going on behind closed doors. Especially among the higher ranking officials that rule over the earth, man. And on these holidays like Halloween, times where celebrations, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these pagan days are days where these people do these sacrifices that this woman is talking about.
People should not participate in any way, shape, or form because you are worshiping the devil. There is no two ways about it. I mean, he's real happy that Christians allow their kids to serve him one night of the year. I mean,
He's pretty happy about that.
Halloween is routinely celebrated by millions of people all over the world. Adults and children dress up as their favorite characters, and everything spooky is celebrated for one day. People see Halloween Day as just a fun night of trick-or-treating for children and partying for adults. What's interesting is that although many people celebrate Halloween, most don't know the true origins of the holiday. Halloween actually has a dark pagan past that most people don't know nothing about. By celebrating Halloween, you are blindly participating in a pagan ritual tradition without your knowledge. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about the dark truth about Halloween. Let's get right into it. If you were to ask 8 out of 10 people, they most likely wouldn't be able to tell you why we celebrate Halloween, or even when we started celebrating it. Most people just blindly participate in a holiday they truly know nothing about. The reason this happens is because over hundreds of years, people have forgotten why Halloween was truly celebrated. While today, kids and adults just see Halloween as a fun day to dress up and party, they don't realize that to others, Halloween is much more than just costumes, parties, and candy. Halloween is actually one of the most important holidays for those who worship the devil. While most people who celebrate Halloween don't worship the devil, they are unknowingly celebrating the devil on Halloween night. This is something that the founder of the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey, said out of his own mouth, being quoted saying, "I'm glad."
And this right here is a quote that, this YouTuber just pulled up, and it says, "I'm glad that Christian parents let their children worship, the Satan at least one night out of the year." So the founder of the Church of Satan, a person that is a worshiper of the spiritual demon Satan, which Satan is under the Lord. Satan was created to serve the Lord. That's why the Lord and Satan had a conversation in the book of Job. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 11. It says, matter of fact, I started at verse 10, "For the rain comes down and snow from heaven and returneth not thither, but waters the earth and make it to bring forth bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it." And what was Satan doing? He was going throughout the earth, all the places where the Lord has sent him. Because every creation of the Lord will always accomplish that which the Lord tells us to do, which is why the Lord told which is why the Lord told Satan to tempt Job and to do everything except take his life so that he can endure. And at the end, what happened? Job showed himself to be a perfect man of the Lord, and he received more than what he had before. But in the eyes of these people, they believe that Satan is his own thing, and that he does not obey the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And this was a statement that he said.
Their Christian parents let their children worship the devil at least one night out of the year. The reason Anton LaVey stated this is because he knows what Halloween is truly about. He knows Halloween's connections to paganism and the occult. To occultists, Halloween is the most important holiday of the year. No matter what occult group it is, Halloween is a day they believe holds the most spiritual power that they can tap into. On Halloween night, while kids are running around trick-or-treating, occultists all over the world are practicing all forms of ritual magic. The entire day is one giant ritual that the masses blindly participate in. Halloween is not about candy. It's about serving pagan gods by performing rituals and sacrifices. This is something all occultists are well aware of.
Right, so you can watch, the rest of this video on the YouTube channel, The Truth Is. They go into a lot of history and speak a lot of true things that's going on in the world and the stuff that Esau and these other nations are planning out. But like they said that this holiday, this celebration to these, Satanists, it's a night for them to perform a variety and a plethora of different rituals. So let's go to the book of Psalms. The book of Psalms chapter 106. And we can start at verse 34, because when Jake, mingled among the heathen, they started performing the same sacrifices that Esau Edom was performing. So without further ado, it says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. So when the Lord commanded us to destroy these heathen nations, knowing that they are supposed to be, under us, and that we are supposed to have dominion over them, instead of separating from these nations, this is what our people did. But they were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And in the NLT, and said, instead they mingled among the pagans, you're right, knowing that this is a pagan celebration, and adopted their evil customs. Going back to the KJV in verse 36, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. And those are the things that was going on in the ancient world, man. And, amongst those, wicked Canaanites, that's in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. They were even, they were sacrificing children to Molech, and they were even consuming the children, man. Let's go to that scripture in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia. Slack, y'all can bear with me. I don't know why it's doing that, Slacky. Let's go to Google instead. Odious sacrifices. Yeah, the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse, verse 3. For it was the will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both the old inhabitants of the Holy Land. And the old inhabitants were what? The Canaanites. Those were the people that were in that land before us, going back to the book of Joshua. When we defeated those people and ran them out of there, and that became what? The land of Israel. Verse 4. And also those merciless murderers of children, devourers of men's flesh in the feast of blood, with their priests out of the midst of the idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help. But going up to verse 4, it says, whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices. So the Canaanites, the old inhabitants of the land, were doing these things. But when our people were mixed among the heathen, they started doing all these things as well. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and daughters unto devils. They shed innocent blood, even the sons of their daughters, their sons and daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of what? Of Canaan, which were the inhabitants of the old land in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, before we came to that land. Thus were they defiled by their own works, and went a-whoring after their own inventions. Therefore the wrath of the Lord was kindled against his people, in so much that he abhorred his own inheritance. So the Lord was pissed off. You know, the Lord was burning with indignation and fury watching his people doing all these wicked things and sacrificing their children onto the gods of the nations, which the scripture said that the gods of the nations are devils. I believe that's in the book of 1 Corinthians. But I'm going to end this off with the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Let's go into the word amendment in the etymology. Let's see, the word amendment amendment, betterment, improvement, correction, reformation, advancement, or improvement. So all these scourges that are going to come upon this earth for what they have done is going to be sent as what? As scourges for amendment. That our people may be corrected, you know, when they are reborn back into the kingdom of heaven. But right now, the only way to help these people for doing these wicked sacrifices is to destroy them for the blood that they have shed behind closed doors. And the fact that they have deceived our people into celebrating these holidays thinking that they're doing something innocent, when in reality, they are giving themselves over to the power of the left-hand side. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying, and I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS, Ruel Shalom, and Abba Babal until the next lesson.